Friends, Brian here from Middle Age Mind and Muscle. How the hell are you guys doing? Today I want to talk to you guys about something and show you a little trick that I do that I know it's probably going to ruffle a few feathers and there's going to be a lot of people wanting to argue with me. I want to talk to you guys about overtraining. First of all, does overtraining exist, or is it an urban legend, a myth, so they say? And my personal experiences, overtraining does exist. However, if you are eating good, sleeping good, hormonally optimized, and in a very good mental state with a strong will, I think you can do a lot before you have to start worrying about overtraining. Now, how do you know if you're overtraining? You're sore all the time. You start to act like a bitch. You start to be really moody. You start to not to want to go to the gym anymore. You probably are going to start getting sick. Your nervous system's tired. Your immune system's tired. It does happen. A few weeks ago, I was starting to become a bitch. I said to my partner, I said, I'm starting to turn into a bit of a bitch here. We need to take a well-deserved rest day. We hadn't taken one in a couple of weeks. Of course, this is something you have to be very careful of. A lot of tough guys out there will be like, oh my God, never take a rest day. Well, the growth truly happens when you rest and recover. But overtraining does exist, but there's something I like to do to use it to my advantage. Let's talk about this. So when I have a planned rest day or maybe a planned few days off, which is good for the body, it's good for the joints, it's good for the nervous system, and a well-deserved one. I don't mean like doing a couple of workouts and saying, that's it for me for a couple of weeks. But if I know that there's going to be a planned rest day or a planned few days away from training, this is something I like to do, and I'm going to give you guys an example. When I've been resting really well, eating really well, feeling really good, my brain's doing really good, sometimes I like to use overtraining to my advantage. Now, I only do this for large muscle groups. I don't do this for small muscle groups. So usually for me, it's going to be either for my back or my quads. Now, this weekend, we went to visit my family. Now, as you guys probably know if you've been following my channel, I live out in the middle of nowhere and I like the seclusion. But once in a while we go back to visit my family, and my family lives very close to a gym, an amazing gym called Save On Fitness. You've probably seen it in some of Chris Bumstead and Ian Vallier's training videos. I got to tell you, the few times I bumped into Chris, he was very nice. Being respectful to him as he was really on the rise in the bodybuilding scene, I was always respectful and left him alone. He was always very pleasant and very nice, the few interactions I've had with him. But I gotta tell you, it is pretty cool that the most famous lifter on the planet happens to be from my stomping grounds. It's really weird. But anyway, so we had a planned visit to this gym. We were going to have a workout this weekend, and I told my partner, I said, hey, I'm going to throw a curveball into our training, and you're not used to this, and you have to be very careful with how you're feeling. Don't try and keep up with me if you're not sure. So, this is an amazing gym with tons of equipment, and I wanted to take advantage of all the different equipment that was there that I don't get to use at the regular gym I train at. So, I told her, I said, okay, I'm going to destroy my back this weekend. Destroy your back? What the hell are you talking about? No, I don't mean like break bones and stuff or hurt my spine. What I mean is, I'm going to really destroy it and really break my back down and overtrain it. This isn't something I do overly often, but once in a blue moon I'll do it, because the more trained your body is, the adaptation, it's harder and harder to get a response from your body, especially at my age. So we went there, and I purposely used a lot of the different back machines that they had in an effort to train more than I normally would, do more exercises and more sets than I normally would to really break down my back. And I told her, I said, when we're done our workout, we're going to increase our calories, meaning increase our good carbs and good protein. We didn't go out and eat junk food. We're going to nap, and we are going to sleep the next night and sleep in the next morning, knowing it was a rest day and that we would have to pack and be on the road anyway. I find sometimes when I do this once in a blue moon, it really challenges my body. It's like I throw another curveball at my body, forcing it to have to respond. And for me, in the past, when I'm very smart about doing this, once in a blue moon, I really like the results. So I must warn you, if you're a person who are not sleeping good, if you're not eating good, if you're really overweight and your hormones are a mess, you're not hormonally optimized, and you have a lot of stress in your life, I do not recommend doing one of these overtraining workouts. Again, Your nervous system can only handle so much. I don't do this very often, but once in a while, it's a very planned type of workout to throw a curve at my body with the adaptation curve. My body's going to have to respond, go, okay, Brian, what the hell are we doing? So I just wanted to throw that little tidbit at you guys. It's something I'll do every now and then. Is overtraining real? Yes, it is. But again, if you're hormonally optimized and you're doing everything right, your body can handle a lot. I hope that helps, guys. What do you think? Comment below. And remember, this is my therapy.